Well, hello people of YouTube and the internet, I am ChipGP and today I'm back with this channel, a hat channel where I post my drawing and other stuff. So didn't upload nothing for a really long time, mostly because I was working on some other project for my place where I study. And then I take a break and then I was thinking what I should draw and then actually start drawing that and it took me a couple of days. It's a project about my favorite city, and I fully ready to admit it. My favorite city, it's Ben 10. So mostly was thinking about what I want to do with Ben 10, and mostly for Ben 10 I have only one type of concept for now. Drawing Ben as different races from Ben 10. So for now decided to do something what usually some people are do and so on Instagram and other places do. Draw alien civilians. It sounds like a nice idea for me, and so I decided to do exactly just that. So without any long intro, we're gonna start the drawing process right now. So for the aliens, there will be 6 aliens. Originally there's supposed to be more, but then I was thinking, then I would put it on montage. It will be a really long video. Sorry, there was some letter in my camera. So it was a really long series, so I decided to short it up a little bit more. So for the species listing, it will be from wiki, and it will be a space category, and it'll go by alphabet from the first species to the last species. So in alphabet in category of all species, the first species is Acrosian. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing it right, but it's basically the Pistina species. You know that head girl from Omniverse? So yeah, her species will be the first one. It's a species we never see actually, and the only reason why it's a species because most characters there are aliens, and not saying the names some of the creators usually do, but sometimes they do say the name of the character species. Now, because Acrosians usually not just a head species, so with Christina there was something what happened with her. Either it was an accident, either it was some racial things. It was to me to come up with the idea. Either would draw another armored creature, which is just gonna be what some species pretend imagine Ben to look like if he transformed to one of those guys. That's not what I wanted, but also that would be my guess in there. So for the transformation I decided to create some more cranky old guy who will be something like a mechanic and will make some bunch of armors. Now for his suit I was originally going to give him something rusty and such primitive tech. Well, not very primitive I would say. I don't remember what tech level I said it was for him. Yeah, I don't remember at all. I would guess I would kinda give him like maybe 5/4 level tech what he will use. Like for tech he will have his, first of all, his armor will be just a chair. Something like on these tanks, legs, how you say it? Well, like a tank's legs, wheels, whatever they use. Like a Wally legs. And actually my idea, his chair kinda does look like a Wally because I want to give him a square shape and lots of that stuff. Now mostly I was thinking about creature which will be really slender, have an ability to move really fast on his legs, and actually one of the fact that he cannot run really fast on his legs. And basically creature which kinda require to use some tech to move faster and be able to survive in this wild world. So it was my idea. So for why he look like this and why type 15 look a bit different, although for head I was trying, well first of all for reference I am drawing I have this in a head. And mostly how much I followed it, I basically only make a nose little close to Pistina, but in Pistina I think she have this black part here, with him I give him something down there like a nose outline. Now for also give him a eyeshadows which Pistina also seem to have, but mostly he like completely brand new aliens. I think the way it could be like this piece could have something like a disease which forces the body to necrosis and slowly shrink. That like would be the best explanation of why he have a body, like his body did necrose fully. And maybe the species have a chance, you either will remove the body completely, or you can just use this little gadget so get that stuff. So he decided to keep his body, because I don't know, he like, kinda like his body. Although while personality I think he will be like kinda unhygiene person. But by his personality, I kinda assume he will be very unsocial. Mostly just doing his work and not talking to people and like only I will do my job and do that. So that's how it kind of worked for him. Also for clothes, I give him a helmet, and the helmet, because I would assume it's like will be a species thing, it will called Copper Pot. He built this helmet himself. And mostly the purpose of this helmet just to be a helmet and hold these lenses. Lenses which are, first of all, will give him some kind of different zooms, and lenses which will be mechanical parts and sometimes give him some boost like X-ray vision, heat vision and some other form of vision like scanners, and scanners of biomass, energy and materials, or basically you can use at work. It was like my main idea for that stuff, and I was making them a ton of these lenses because I want him to have like a ton of possibilities to see in different spectrums. And so there was a ton of them. I'm not sure how much, but again, something like this. Now creating something like illusion of these cracks and dirt and something like this. Mostly that's just dirt. The copper pot is like pretty strong and durable, but still can get dirty. Basically, man, it's not almost like, I think I don't remember what kind of tech level I'll give it. I think I give it a little bit higher than 1, like usually with armor and stuff I see it as level 1 tech because the hammer is 1 level tech, so the stuff like helmets will also be level 1 tech. But I think I'll give it a little bit higher, man, I actually don't remember. Now for skin color, man, I decided to go with dark orange and that kind of colors. Also giving him something like underpants, because for clothes I really want to give him some mechanical underpants. It's not a diaper, he is not wearing a diaper, he still have his dignity. It's mechanical pants which he is wearing because, I don't know, I kinda seen if it look cool. If it have properties, I think it will just open to, like it will be like mechanical zipper, like it's open and you need it and it's closed back. No need to do that stuff. I also decided to give him like little crustacean. Actually, man, I would say whenever I imagine Festina like real body, I always think about it like her being a crustacean, like she like this little crab there. Basically, I mean, imagine that every species which is like not shown very much. Like to be fair, the snarrow species, the steppe coufans, I used to picture them like little crustaceans. Like without those bandages, like little crabs which walk in there, and the bandages could be just simple hair. I don't know, I always imagine the species to be something like this. And for Festina, I guess the same deal, but because I just want to create a crab person, because again, it was officially confirmed that she's not just a head, so there's more in the body. Although maybe not just the head exactly mean that her head is actually a real full-time body. But I don't know, so I decided to create the full body. Now for armor, because I didn't want to give him like copy-pasted Festina armor, I decided to give him a little bit road car, something like this, which is will have the levers which he will pull, and the back on his back there will be some tech, some gadget and some that stuff which he will use, like something like a tool, blowtorch and other stuff. And on the back there also will be connected like arms which he, first of all, originally I was thinking about making big arms like Generator X, something like this. But again he can switch arms, like take it off and put the different arm for different purposes. Here's I pulling the levers, and here I'm trying to get nice effect of him. First of all, I did some different effect, like you see, something like this. Get cut here, I'm on top, and something like on the front. That's effect I really much like, and trying to learn how to do it at maximum. Which is, I think I will do a lot. And actually I'm trying a lot of stuff. And that's just how I do it. So for buttons and controls I decided to create, first of all, I did give him a little spider legs on his belly. Well, yeah, on the belly, but you're gonna see my belly here. So yeah, decided to give him like that because again multi-legs and it would seem nice. Now he controlled that stuff by, first of all, by moving these levers, but mostly levers responsible for the arm movements and maybe some damage movements to different side and turn. Then there's button which he presses. So the buttons I have to remove some layers because they were on top of these little legs. I didn't think of that in the future. So we'll remove some of that stuff here. Plus, I think I'm not saying nothing about drawing, but mostly, I don't know, nothing about drawing, nothing about the personality. I actually did write some, well, not the story, but some personality. You actually will be able to see it right after I finish this drawing. because I decided no longer to make a white screen on the back of the characters with letters, because I found it really inappropriate, and I decided to create something original. Well, original like what I saw from other creators. I guess, well, actually, man, I want to say the name of creator who inspired me to do that stuff, but I'm not sure. I usually against that stuff, like whenever I reference the creator, it's like I see it's something bad. But I guess for you to get the idea. So I borrowed the idea what Arash used. Yeah, or Arash, the guy from Ink Tank. If you know the Ink Tank, you know who I'm talking about, because I'm probably butchering the name like hell right now. So whenever he like put the characters, I think he kinda used a different colored background, like not just pure white, I guess a little bit colored. So I decided to not do exactly the same thing, but I decided to first of all add some grayness and use translucent and tool which go liner, the tool which create the nice shadows. And then decided to add some text like explain the character's fun fact. Well, it's basically the same fun fact, it just I decided to add some little drawings there. Not very details, but it's nice drawing. Also, man, here I also have to thank the Ash for teaching me one way to draw the arms. So here I'm trying to draw the arms, and I will draw arms where it kinda basically do the same thing like here. It will go a little bit further though, like it has the arm and then it will go a little bit further there. Oh no, that's a different arm. For this arm I think it just do something like this. Like this. Well, nah, well I think while I'm doing it right now, I think it's not working at all. Well, I already did. Now fucking, well, again, personality quite asocial. His job is mechanics, he makes stuff. Well, he makes level, and I don't remember what he make. I think I decided to go on 5. Because again, I think he will be fixing stuff, mostly simple tech. But also on his own he can make like complicated tech. Again, not like super complicated, because that first of all limits on resources and his knowledge. But he can make like, I would say, something like a blaster for evernight use. Actually, man, I think that's exactly the tech level he can make, and not further. He can make a hammer, and he can make a blaster which shoot people. That's what he can make. Now adding some darkening colors, because again, for his age, I think he will be kinda oldish person. Like that would be what kind of person he is. And for strengths, man, basically he's like super weak. Only use tech and only smart. But I would not say he's like super genius. He just mechanic, that's what he is. So now there will be drawings. So while here is supposed to represent that he moves super slow without his chair. He's still able to move, but without his chair it's like a little snail or like guy with baby legs. Little bit suffering, a little bit there. Now here I'm putting his underpants and his helmet and his chair, and saying what kind of tech level it is. Now basically for helmet, I think he will call Copper Hot and he make it himself. And basically I think he would also make the chair himself. The only thing I would think he not make himself would be the underpants, because I see it's something like he buy on internet. After the chair will have a bunch of tools on the back, and the arms will be switchable. And for drawings, man, don't expect me to draw something like really complicated, because for my fun fact I decided to just go with the style of dumb doodle. Oh man, again referencing Ash, but that's how I do it. With silly drawings and not very complicated, just get the main idea. Also, while I was talking about the characters, I forgot to mention what his name was. His name is Mach De Voll. For idea for the name, I think I want to do something like Mach, like because machine and something like this. De Voll I think was, and I think I did have some thinking better. But I drew those characters pretty long ago, so I already forgot my original idea why I named him this way. Now here you see a bunch of facts. You see that I also drew him a little bit crab legs, crab arm, with next to the mechanical arm. This, yes, he can make level 5 tech. His helmet and chair are level 2 tech. Well, basically the whole reason why his helmet is level 2 tech, because it gets all these lenses, which is kinda making tech level a bit higher. And if you say it's not how it's worked, well, I think that one of creators said, I think it was Derek J. Wyatt, said that the time buggy is one specific tech level, but he have the part which make it a bit higher. So actually, And actually, if he have so much tech, man, wait, I already confused my words. The time buggy is tech some level, but it still have tech inside of it which make it a bit higher. So actually here I kinda make a mistake because by having complex tech it doesn't mean that the copper port should be a higher level tech. Well, I will guess copper port like its whole base will be level 1. The lenses will be level 2, but I guess I decided to go with the highest level on gadget inside of this family. Pants will also be level 2, because with pants I was thinking about other level, and I was thinking about other level 1, but actually there was also the suit, which is ran by energy, and it was a bit higher than level 1. Because man, I don't know, like why energy suit is such high level tech. I mean, maybe because it's made of metal which is able to contain his radiation and also allow him some form of movements, maybe because of that. But mostly I decided to go with something not at the same level as energy suit, but a bit lower, but still not level 1 tech because there's some mechanical movements in the underpants. And here you can also see that his mechanical chair is level 3 because of this gadget. Well, nothing much to say, so let's get to the next character. And man, I need some water. So the next piece is Aerophibian named Ace. No reason to be named that way, to be fair. I was just randomly picking names, like no good reason. So for Ace, originally was thinking what I want to do with him. Actually man, I think with Ace, he was one of those characters which is idea what come to me really quickly and which one I was actually thinking way before. It was about an amphibian who travel around the galaxy. No joke, no stuff like this, just traveling around the galaxy. So it's the Ace, the hitchhiker. He just basically go around the galaxies and ordering a ride to other planets. So I think he will be something like a college dropout. Well, the idea, man, for character personality didn't much of that. I was thinking about him being something like a jerk, still a nice guy, but having lots of this tendency to send his life to sin. As much as easy I can say. Now he drink booze, he is pansexual. Well, actually, man, after saying sin, it's kinda bad that I've said it. No, it's completely fine. LGBT, respect here. So, yeah, actually, now it was one of those characters which is I decided to give him orientation. So he is pansexual. Oh, well, I will not say it's a nice representation of pansexual. I think it will be something like a Blitz from Hellboy Boss, which is just super horny. Now, for his appearance, I have a reference image of two Aerophibians. Which one of them official are Aerophibians, the other is hybrid. So, for corns, I noticed that first of all, the girl Aerophibian's hybrid, whose name I will not remember, had these, I think, fully red, those horns. While jet red, those horns go a little bit on the face. So I would assume that Aerophibians can grow like different face horns. So I decided to give him a bit unique horn. Then giving him something like a lines, which just will form a pretty nice mask, to be fair. It's kinda look like a wrestling mask. Will they go on with that? Now we'll add him a lot of those dark lines, because Jetray have them. Again, making some of the unique lines, adding them in different places. Now giving him the gills, and I was trying to keep him illusion of him being a little bit fat, because he eat a lot of food. Now the way I see him traveling, that mostly originally he started by flying around the space by holding this little bag, which will be on his neck, and it shifts. Sometimes he like go on the space ride to some random planet, mostly trying to travel and see the world. Not like he doing anything special, just go to some places. Like let's say on Earth he would like visit the Apple Tower, the world of China, mostly lots of Earth pubs or bars or whatever you say, whatever you want to say, and mostly clubs. So he first of all check the history of the planet and mostly go partying on the planet, because I would see him like a guy who mostly want to party. Now for legs, I decided to give one leg perspective for looking at you straight, while other leg would look not so great. Actually, I think the legs are pretty weak here. Now giving him the tail. Original for tail was thinking about something like super twisted tail, but then realizing that's not how it's worked in universe of Ben 10, I decided to give him a bit thicker and less curly tail, because he shoots lasers and it's supposed to be also connected to his wings. And for wings, because again with pants, it's really hard to have wings because again, first of all, his wings go on his pants. So he actually had the hole. Well, no, the wings go on his tail. So the pants will actually interrupt the wings. So I decided to give him a large hole behind his pants. And he actually originally was also supposed to have like a rope which will hold those pants together. Because those pants are ripped and not supposed to work. Actually, I think I did that. Well, actually, it looked like a belt, but in my mind I was thinking about the full-time rope tying his pants. Now for colors, I decided to go nothing special, just simple red for Jet Ray. Well, actually, it's a different shade of red, but still red. Now here I'm doing the back, and for back I would think it will hold his, first of all, different kind of currency. Well, basically I think Detonite, mostly Detonite. Then for other stuff there will be some hygiene moments, like hygiene, like toothbrushes, shampoos. I doubt he will use shampoos. And some form of tech like phone or other stuff, like other random stuff he won't. Now for illusion, or for fun fact, he again travel around the space, within certain number of galaxy. He sometimes hold his back and his teeth, and also I decided to create some illusion of story of him how he lost his tooth, like he been in a bar fight that forced him to lose his teeth. Now his laser is the same color as his eyes, which is kinda pale shade of purple. If you ask me why, because I want to. Now also, man, what do I want to say? I kinda have to think. But his voice, I don't know, I kinda expect something like birthy and like you. Or maybe something like Murdoch from Gorillaz. Yeah, something like, actually man, he kinda does remind. Yeah, I can guess his personality is pretty close to that. But I guess a bit more nice and not that tasty maybe. Painted for universes, ton of planets, and I said ton of planets because I don't want to come up with the real number of planets. I just randomly think of that stuff. Also, there was also one fact that he kinda used a lipstick because I kinda like the fact that he actually would color his lips a bit different colors, and it was just a random fact which came to my mind and which one I really like very much. Also, if you notice at his gills, I did make something like the red part going a little bit farther than the black part. Actually, that I noticed in the real Jet Ray, and that's the illusion I tried to create, like something like a special species things, which is really nice. Further, what I noticed in Jet Rays and borrow from Jet Rays, I am not sure. I think the other stuff is pretty original. For head structure, and for this transformation, I was trying to create some unique head structure, and also still not realizing that some species could just have the same head shape with micro difference. So I decided to give still this square shape of like normal Jet Ray, but I guess I gave it a little bit more longer and more curve, I guess. But mostly illusion of different dimorphism is coming from the leg spot and horn and the body structure. So for the next character we go, I guess, without any long intros. So the next species is the Amperi. If you don't know what Amperi is, it's amphibian species. So it's Ori the gamer girl. Is that girl, do they even have gender? But I would assume she have gender, but I also want the idea of her being the genderless creature herself. So, while thinking about it, I was, first of all, I would say, for some reason I think my comments are really poor. Mostly because maybe I didn't make this video for a long time and kinda forget how to get used to this. So for her, for every species actually, I was kinda hoping to make a nice dimorphism between species. And that's actually what I really like about Omniverse, because every species look freaking different. Even when we see same species look the same. That's also why I like the classic, and also a reason why I hate the Omniverse, well, the Ultimate. And well, I will not say like I hate it, like I think it's a piece of crap. Like I will not say that, I still like it. But again, not much as Omniverse. I would say actually Omniverse is like I like it very much. Basically because again I enjoy the art style a bit more, and if you can say anything you want. I still prefer a bit more cartoony art style to the other style they have before. Like I don't know, it's look nice. It's basically same Transformers, and also, well, yeah, I want to say same Teen Titans, but Teen Titans was pretty different. I would say Teen Titans was pretty close to what classic have, but again, with difference, with pretty big difference. Like compared to say that it's the same art style, it's like will be the most idiotic thing to say. Now with her, I guess for the base I was using the again Amphibian. Nothing else I can be using. Nothing else I can be using. So it was the base design. Take the omniverse picture, try to do something like that with body. Again, trying to create a bit of difference. Like I had a bit more layer of this connection. Then also I did different whiskers on the head, and also I will change her color from the blue to pink. Because I don't know, if it's gel species, I think they will have something like nice coloring. Although maybe blue is exactly how they're supposed to be, and me making them different colors is something not supposed to be right. Although it's not even a real creature, so I can make whatever I want. I can actually like take a Hitchhikers and change his color, make him green for no reason. I'm not gonna do that. I will keep it pretty close to what we have to see. Actually, man, I also have a nice idea for Hitblast now. But Hitblast is paranoid, so I first have to finish with my Ace, and then get to P, but also there will be B, C, and other letters. So for paranoid it will be a really long list. Now for colors again, pink, and also I decided to give her a little bit colors, because again Amphibia have these colors, with her I decided to give the same colors, but again, trying to create something nice and with some illusion, like decided to give her little freckles, and some lines here. And also, her name is Ori. First of all, with accent and her vibe, I was having some Asian vibe. So first of all, she will have Asian accent. And actually, originally I was thinking that she's gonna speak telepathy. She will send her thoughts to other people's heads. Because I remember, I was guessing it was how Amphibia was communicating. And how Red was communicating. Yeah, how they were communicating. But in reality, I remember that Beth doesn't actually have this ability, so they can actually speak with words. So that's what I did, and she's talking normal. In fact, I have no idea where she get the accent. Maybe some translator stuff. Now for the name actually kinda exactly what Red have, well, the DNA donor for Amphibia have. Like there was one letter. This symbol I don't know the name, another letter of the name. So I decided to do the same thing with Ori. Now for her personality, I would say she's kinda sweet girl, but also I want to give her a really big personality of her being something like a gamer cute girl, that she's a bit of the simp, and fall in love with every species which shows her a bit more interest, so it's not that hard. Now she's a gamer and she's a member of the team of intergalactic gameplay community. Man, I forgot how I've named the platform. I will see in my pen fact drawing. She is a gamer who likes some of those novellas, some artsy game, then some action game, a little bit there. She dated a couple of characters, and actually she will date one of the characters I will draw in this batch today. So again, she is like dating simp, exploration, and stuff with cute creatures, but more she also likes some action, and the fact that you not be hear about it much. Now she's bisexual, I would say maybe she could be a little bit pansexual, but I decided to create as bisexual. Like I don't think she would much care for the gender. Although maybe brutish, manlish species would be more interesting to her. Now she's a simp dating these creatures, and this is Appoplexian. This is supposed to be Appoplexian. Now Asian accent, the symbol of single galaxy. That's YouTuber team. It's like YouTube but different name. And she also have this cat ears because gamer girl. But this is not actually cat ears, but they do belong to the feline. I'm not sure what creature they belong to, I'm not sure I will draw it, but I think that's all. Now she looks pretty cute, and again, she's pretty simple. Actually, man, with those of those creatures, they will be very simple. But boy, do I like it. Maybe I like it because I'm trying some new backgrounds, and it's kinda adding a little bit of this illusion of niceness. I don't know. So, let's not keep this any longer, and we're going to go to the next character. So for the next species, it will be Anodite. And if you don't know what Anodite is, that's mean you're not a Ben 10 fan. You watch Ben 10, you probably like watch a couple of episodes, you probably heard about it, but if you don't know what Anodite is either you live in the past, either you just heard the show, or you just watch one single episode. No shame for that, because some people does exist like this. So for an Anodite, I'm not explaining it. You have to watch the show. I'm not explaining. So for Anodite, originally I was thinking about the concept of, first of all, Anodite female figure, the body. the body of female Anodite. But I was thinking about creating a male version of that. I mean, by nature, Anodite are like genderless creatures. But I was thinking about female body, male personality. But after making the hair, I really like the idea. Well, I quickly changed my mind to, instead of creating like female body, male character, creating a gender fluid character. So basically, I give up on the idea what I wanted, but give it a little bit both sides. So it's a gender fluid Anodite named Oz, and her nickname is Forever Student. Because I see her, him, whatever you want, she doesn't care much how you pronounce it, it's like any pronunciation you want, as someone who was very interested in study. Like, first of all, when she finished studying at her his university on Anodite planet, which is basically share the same name as the species, he decided to go travel around the universe and to study on a different university on a different planet, including Earth, including Galvin, including other stuff. So basically just trying to learn about culture, languages and other stuff. And so for that I was also thinking about that. Now for personality, I think he will be like trying to be pretty cool, like show that he have no emotion and it's like creature which doesn't experience emotion. In reality, very self-nervous, she like super confused and doesn't know how to do what with her life. She's basically like a teenager. But she's like super old, like, well, not like Andromeda, a bit younger, but pretty same. Well, not very much same, but with big difference, but human standards is like super big. So, yes. I'll decide to give her glasses and a rubber band. Now, they've all made from materials like rock from Anodite planet. And it's like level 1 tech, nothing special. It's basically like a carved structure from the rock. And her energy head just go inside of it just for show. It's mostly just show. I'm trying to give, well, actually full expression of the face, trying to create something different, what I usually do. But again, maybe, man, with Anodites I think they basically all look the same. I think in Omniverse, man, amazing Omniverse, they look different. Like they're not just pure energy there. They like have distinct differences, which is, I guess, kind of will break the canon. But man, I like my dimorphism, and I do understand that sometimes dimorphism does not exist with some species. Mostly it does exist, but for human eyes, it's literally impossible to tell. Now, for sweater suit, I would say she get it from Earth. It's like she not right now on Earth. Right now she's on different planet, but this clothes she get from Earth. It's the yoga pants. Well, actually, I think it's a, well, I mean, in my head I was imagining it to be like a yoga pants. But I would say also it's like a jeans. And this sweater. And it's like a really uncomfortable sweater. But, you know, benefits of being energy of the creature of pure energy, you don't feel discomfort. Now here I'm showing the fact that she can transform into different bodies. And most of she can transform into any species she wants. And mostly she just pick a random gender. Like with humans she have the form of the male version, the female version, and include both different ages and different races. Now here I'm trying to create a big chill race, but again trying to keep it in my simplicity fan fact doodles. It was really hard to do big chills in simple dumb, and I want to say dumb doodles, but I think it's like trademarked by Mr. or Ash, so I will not say it very much, to be fair. And also I will draw the Wolfmancer. Ultimately, it's like exactly copy paste from the Google, from the wiki, because I didn't want to create something special. It's like literally Ben 10 Wolfmancer form, because I didn't want to create something special for Wolfmancer. Now here I'm trying to show that the fact she indeed can feel emotions and not that nerdy, gothic emotion trying to hide. Girl, guy, creature. Now again, gender fluid flag, as I said before. And I think I've said everything I want to say, I said it. Well, she's dated a couple of people, but again, also I kind of see her a little bit as a romantic, but I will not say it's like part of her flag and stuff like that. I will not say it's like basic. I think she mostly just doesn't like to hang out around people very much, so maybe that's why she could be a little bit romantic. Also, you can see the fact that she also never used cars, so mostly just flying in space and just going on the feet. But because she again a student trying to experience the life of different planets, she does have a driving license for different vehicles. And here you can actually see me trying to get some numbers. So, actually, man, I actually give her exact same years. She is 156 years old. I was actually trying to think the perfect age for her and how much college she could finish by standard of her age. Well, I guess on Earth it's like 5 colleges, but I'm not sure. Maybe I'm overkilling a little bit. Like, I don't know, it depends on what state you are, and, well, not state, on what country and you are. Well, yeah, exactly. No, yeah, country. Yeah, college could be a different time period. So I guess on Earth it was like 5 colleges. In general, she's been in 56. I was trying to guess a pretty decent number. You probably heard the door open right now. So, what is a pretty, well, guess just punching in the sky and trying to guess a perfect number for that stuff. So, I think I said everything I want to say, and for the next character. Man, I need another water. Man, I didn't talk for that long, very long. Although, weirdly, I think I was talking a lot for my... I will tell you later. Okay, so the next character is Appoplexian Brett. And originally his name is supposed to be Bra. So he's one of those characters who existed way before even I started doing this. Because Brett used to be my board doodle. Because again I was bored during my lessons and was trying to draw Ben 10 aliens by memory. And Appoplexian was one of them. It was super messed up and I never posted it anywhere. Maybe I should find it, but maybe I will put... Nah, I'm not sure. I was thinking maybe I will put it next to me right here. I will see what I think. If I find it during montage before I be ready to upload it on YouTube, I maybe will show it to you right now, right here. So for his idea, man, for design I didn't have much. I was just thinking about trying to draw Appoplexian, but different from what we've seen before. So it's not will be rap. It will not be those Appoplexian episode with those marshmallow people. Yeah, sorry for bad naming, I don't remember exactly all the names. It also will not be that Appoplexian from 1 comics, the one Appoplexian Plumber. Now, for his design, I was thinking, well, yeah, for this design I was just going randomly on what I want to create. At some point I was even thinking about giving him something like a Markiplier vibe. But in the end, I think the only thing he got from Markiplier is the awesome muscle and a black short. And maybe jeans. Although I think like jeans is not such Markiplier things. Now for his hands, I guess for reference drawing I usually was using rep. Well, I was using rep but also trying to avoid like full-time rep copy. Now with rep I was trying to copy the position of his hand. One hand will be in this position, other will be in this position. Because I could not do this, because I could not do this and make it look nice, I just decided to go with this hand position on both hands. With this thing close, and this white glove, and white paws. Also for his look, man, I also decided to make him a vlogger. Actually, he originally was supposed to be a member of Single Galaxy. Like, I was thinking that he will be something like a blogger. Mostly playing games. I don't remember what type of games he play. I will have to go to check it. At the credit we'll see it together. Don't worry. Now for his appearance, I decided to give him lots of those jewelries and show materials. Like first of all, he will have these whiskers. Well, not whiskers, the fur on his cheeks, and there will be little like ribbons tied together into those things. Not sure how it's called. It's like something what Vikings have. As much as I say it show off, man, I like those Viking designs. Also his tag lines, I really was thinking about giving him something like a full-time hair on the back. But because they will hide by this fur here, I decided not to do them. Instead I decided to do something like a dreads on his back, which you can only see through his back. And you will see in one of fun facts. Now, in this version he looked pretty calm, but in reality he is like any Appoplexian, like average problem. Which one he actually have. And also one interesting fact. He used to date the Ori, well the Amperi girl. And they like were in nice relationship. But Amperi broke up with him for herself self-searching. And Brett is, well they're still friends, but Brett still kinda blames his anger problem in this. Well, there's no anger problem in that. Amperi just, or Ori, man, how could Orive? Oh man, I have to. Well, man, you saw it. You said before. Just go check my timeline to see what I'm talking about. But Brad blamed himself for being such angry guy. But Amperi still think he's a nice friend. They're still friends. They talking. It's just not in romantic relationship. Now for face, man, the white part I make it a bit darker because I hate making full-time white and making it a little bit grayish. But here I decided to go with yellowish because man, it's look nice. It's first of all, it's original. I like originality. Although I think there was some other Appoplexian with not orange third color. Like well, those from again that episode where Appoplexian mostly appeared. Now for the fact, well mostly all fact I think everything I said. If I see something new I will tell you. But also I decided to add the fact that how much consoles and joystick he break, where he will break a bit more joystick than consoles. Like I think I said that he broke one console and 5 joysticks. Because I think joystick is like one of the most breakable resources on you for gameplay guys. Well, for vlogger. Man, I say gameplay guy, but there's a vlogger. But vlogger was something to me weird because I don't know, I never said vlogger with gameplays. And gameplays guy also sounds super weird. Now here the part with dreads. And also cancels, I would say cancels is like, you will break cancel once in your life, probably. Maybe. I kinda did. Like I now have like a busted Xbox. Well, not because I did something with it. There was a power surge in my house and it's completely destroyed my Xbox. So now I don't have Xbox. Basically right now I don't have any PlayStation. Well, any game set. Only my computer. Only my trusty computer. Which one survived this attack? My outlet didn't though. It's actually kinda burned my floor down. Well, didn't burn it, but it's left a pretty solid mark. Which is actually was not so solid because I easily removed it. Now here, man, what I was doing here? I think here I kinda was thinking about giving him something like a catchphrase. And for catchphrase I was thinking about making him reference other YouTubers and saying he is bruh. Because I was thinking, man, he originated from me trying to make a bruh joke. And that's like what he originally supposed to be, and that was like his whole deal. He's a bruh joke Appoplexian. Nothing more. But I think I decided to make him a little bit more. So yeah. I think nothing much to say. Actually, man, there's a fact that I forgot that he wrote a theme song for Single Galaxy. Like, good example would be whenever they start the video, there will be music, bunch of symbols, and he wrote the song. And he also played guitar. I was planning to make a bit more instruments, but I decided to end it up on guitar. So he's actually a nice guy, talented. Also right now I kinda regret that I did not do any whiteness effect on his jeans, because that would look pretty nice, to be fair. Well, you know, video pretty long, so let's not make it any longer. So, last one. So for the last alien on the A, it will be Arachnichimp. I'm not sure it's the last alien on A, but for now on this batch it's the last alien on A. So for Arachnichimp I have a pretty solid concept. I want to make a farmer, or a gardener, pretty close to that. And was trying to create something, have some reference drawing, and was trying to create it. Originally was thinking about creating a male version, but after experimenting with the hair and with the body and the face structure, the female was pretty nice to me, and I decided to create an oldish female Arachnichimp. So it's Penny. I could not come up with the original plan for her name, so it's just Penny. I mean, luckily I didn't name her too, because I was thinking about naming her too. Now for the face, it's kinda have the mix of both Omniverse, well not man, it's basically Omniverse. I just gave it a nose from the Ultimate Aliens because I like the nose. Because man, I think they look weird without the noses. So yeah, that's it. Now for shoulders, for shoulders I decided to make them fluffy, but they kinda also look like this princess from French dress. They kinda look like this, and I actually like because it's look like this. Now here shake of the head because make it too big, giving her again also a little bit Chinese vibe. I would say here exists also. But I guess here it's pretty weak, and maybe, man, it's not exactly a Chinese hair. I remember tons of people having the same hairstyle. Well, not same, but pretty much. So for positioning, I decided that she will stand on her 2 legs. Like, because I would say it's look nicer to me. But I guess in canon, she like only stand on 2 legs. Whenever she walk, or going or running, she will go on all four. But not all four, she like have 6 arms, and like whenever she like would need to run, she will go like stand her legs and run. Now for hand it was pretty, man, actually I think hands was something I was sucking a lot. Unless I decided to draw the hand itself and then fingers on top. Man, because Arachnichimp have like very interesting fingers. And here, man, nothing much to say. I guess for her story, I would say she's like a widow, mother of 3 kids, and 4 grandsons. Now her husband died, sadly to time, because I would say she's pretty old. Man, still pretty energetic and agile, but because maybe Arachnichimp like take age a bit more easily than humans do. She was a loving mother, she's a loving grandma, and maybe her babies, her grandsons, are the best monkeys in the world. Now for bottomers, okay, so one arm will be hold the rakes, the wooden rakes, because I was thinking that she would like only use level 1 tech, and that in past it will like be made from this material which is not stone, just simple wood. Also I was thinking about giving her little bags on her hips, but then after making the bags I also decided to make her little bit bra. Oh, well, not exactly. Well, yeah, a piece of clothing. Originally, I was thinking not making her any clothes. Actually, will be like Simian, like. Oh, okay, with Simian, yeah, with like any Arachnichimp, she will not wear clothes. But while thinking about it, man, she's a mother, and they like mammals, and mammals do have this tendency to grow breasts whenever to breastfeed. Although she's old. No hard feeling, okay, here, I said it, and no hard feeling. So after that thinking, I was decided to give her some like clothing on her. Oh yeah, on the top. That will be like 2 clothing pieces on the top arms and the bottom arms. Because the way muscle work, like whenever characters would have 4 arms, they would have 4 chests, for these pieces of chest. So for arms mean here and here, and clothes covering to cover it up. We'll draw on top, remove some unnecessary lines, and also given the illusion that I'm just tied together. I would see just like a piece of bandages, like which one would be tied around her. And also, man, I was thinking about giving something on Simeon, he was just wearing a short, but nothing on the bottom. But then after thinking it, I also decided to give her a little bit like a skirt, or like this primitive skirt. But saying like primitive, I would see her like a person who like never left the planet of Arachnichimp. I don't remember the name of the planet. If it would be like something like Arachnichimp, that would be like really cliche. And I see her as a person who like never met an alien and mostly like use her species technology like level 1 tech. Like a wooden rake or those bags. Now for these bags I also decided a nice purpose for them. For one, let me remember. The left back from her perspective would be for the seat. No, wait, the right back would be for the seeds, like seeds of different plants. Sometimes she like mixing up and adding some plants. And the left back would be back for her fertilizer. There also will be a really large bag at home where she can carry foods. Now she's a gardener. She likes grow plants, like different flowers and different fruits. I don't remember how the planet looked like. It was really hard to grow that tree. I would say she's like growing a tree and like picking up the fruit and like selling them later. But most I would say her main focus on the decorative flowers. Like she grow pretty nice flowers and then sell them. Now for the skin color and hair color. For the skin I was picking like different shade of dark blue because all the nice color of Arachnichimp. For fur I was picking something like grayish blue. Because again I want to specify that she's pretty old. Later I also man, I sorry forgot. I don't think I could hold it, but I did. For her, I also would add some grayness because again I want to create the illusion of her being not on her prime. She's still strong, but the time still letting a bit know of it. But yeah, I don't know what to say now. For rakes, they touching the ground, and the rakes, man, I would say maybe not the best rake, but that's what I did. Now, man, honestly, I have no idea what to say. I would say that she also wears this ribbon made of vines, and basically everything is made from cotton. For clothes and other stuff, I was picking between different colors, which is in the same spectrum, but also with some big differences. I would say like yellow, brownish, and well, I don't know what to say either. And they probably all have the real names. I just don't too dumb to not know them. Sorry for distracting myself there a little bit. So Decide to add some grey color to her fur on here and here, on the tail, and little bit on the shoulders and other stuff. Now for eyes, man, I really want to do what they did in Omniverse. There will be like this little whiteness in the eyes in the different places. But whenever it would do that, it would look like it's really looking in a different direction. I really much hated it, so I decided to just create those whiteness in the eyes in the same direction to not make her look like really weird. Now here I'm trying to draw her husband, her, well, I draw her. I would say her daughter and another daughter, which is, well, not daughter, her granddaughter. So the first one would be her husband, who is decayed, again from old age. That would be her daughter, and that would be her granddaughter. Little baby sheep. Now here I'll draw the trees, on which one there will be growing fruits. The flower, on which one there will be flowers, which one she will sell. Will show how she walk and how she stand. In a very primitive drawing, I would agree. It's not the best drawing. Well, I'm not trying to create something. If I wanted, I could create like another nice piece of art, like showing every characters in the posing. But I just wanted to be a fan fact and like not much work there. Like, just to show you visually what I want to say. Although sometimes visually it sometimes could require you to think. Well, you know, thinking never kill no one, so for you to know. Well, I guess that's everything I want to say, so... It's painting the gardener Arachnichimp, so I guess that's it for now. I would guess for correcting 6 characters was pretty fast, but there was also some long movements. And let's not talk very long because it's already at 52 and my talking long will make it even longer. So subscribe, comment, like, dislike, check my other videos, check for my other work because I will continue this work, and we'll also work on my brand new project. Well, not brand new, sometimes I will return to the old one, then I will work on a new project. So, nothing much to say. I've been not uploading for a really long time, so I hope you enjoy. I hope I didn't kick myself from be able to react to stuff like this in this comment spectrum. So again, I'm making it super long, so let me just say have a nice day.